who is allowed to post stuff on that, in your opinion?
Anybody.
Anybody?
Yeah.
So why does everyone keep accusing each other of being like clout chasers on it?
Hold on, let me say, because I've had a gin. What do you want to say about me, you absolute fucking chain smoking bastard?
Chain
Go on,
smoking.
and speak now or forever hold your peace.
Excuse me, if you think I'd be scared of you, you little wet wipe, you've got another thing coming.
No, I'm not saying you would be scared of me, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, so go away then.
What is your opinion? Go on, tell me your...
You're boring. Go away.
What do you mean I'm boring?
You come on of a morning when everyone's in bed. Go away, Zach. You're boring.
Yeah, exactly. You're in bed because you're on the fucking
No,
bed.
I'm not, because I see you every morning. So obviously I'm not in bed, am I?
Can I ask you a question? What do you do for work?
I'm a recruitment manager. What do you do?
What,
This on the fucking chair in your mom's back bedroom.
No, she's dead. One, she's dead. She died of cancer. I didn't find out until about 10 years after.
You can still be sitting in the back bedroom, though, can't you?
No, I've got my own flat, darling. I didn't do bad for a kid that done himself out of care. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not doing too bad myself. So
what are you doing? Are you
I want to speak to Angie, not you. You're boring. Go away.
Why are you trauma shaming me? You're trauma shaming me.
Oh, shut up.
No, you literally are trauma shaming me. So you're judging me on my history from my childhood. You're trauma shaming me.
The word used on TikTok is trauma.
Yeah.
That's one of the main words.
Aren't you sitting there talking about a trauma that's happened recently, though, aren't you? So aren't you trauma dumping about what's happened with... Yeah. It's the same. It's a trauma.
No, I'm actually not.
Aren't you talking about Liverpool? No. But you're trauma dumping. You're talking about Liverpool, which is a trauma dump. And you're monetizing the breaking news situation that's happened in the United Kingdom, and you're making money off it by claiming you're a good person.
I'm not making one pence,
because you're monetizing off a terrorist attack that's happened in Liverpool.
Look at my account. I'm not making 1 pence. Please, come on.
Okay, well, if we're going to be pedantic about it, you've earned 27 diamonds, so you have monetized off it. Regardless whether you like it or not, you've monetized off the fact that you're talking about the trauma that's happened in your hometown. So you're monetizing off it. Regardless whether it's 2 pence, 5 pence, 15 pence, you've monetized off it, darling.
I'm out of time.
Breathe, Zach. Breathe.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm breathing. I've had a gastric sleeve. My breathing's better than Alex Brigham's. So what are you saying?
Where did you get
absolute piece of work, trauma dumping about Liverpool situation. Are you reeling the head? Honest to God, what a absolute clown he is. How can anybody say that's trauma dumping? Sorry, Angie.
Pale, just all I come on for, right? All I come on for was a dead complicated question, and that question was, who is allowed to post on this situation? Because everyone's saying if you're not from Liverpool, you're not allowed to post on it.
See, I think, can I just say, I've put a post on, but I haven't spoke about it because, listen, I think it speaks for itself, but I think everybody cares about it. So if anybody wants to put little posts on, like to say they're behind Liverpool and wishing people well in that,
yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
You don't want to cause a divide. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stand that there's a lovely community.
Do you agree, Angie?
Yeah,
I think it's everybody showing support for Liverpool.
Yeah, there's lovely community in Liverpool. We're all in the UK.
Everybody's showing support for Liverpool.
All right, Pearl. Hello, Pearl. You're right, love. Can I just right before anyone interrupts me? So whilst you're all pretending to care about Liverpool and give a shit,
well, I haven't been, and I do give a shit. I do give a shit, and I haven't been on speaking about it. But one thing I will say, when anybody comes on, it's only because they're caring and they're not fucking trauma dumping. Get a life,
lovely.
You absolute weirdo. Get a life.
Absolutely
Angie, I'm
fine.
gone, because what a fucking weirdo he is.
Absolutely. So, right, for every single one of you that have talked about this Liverpool situation, what have you done to benefit the families that have been affected by it? Have any of you made any cash donations that have, you know, that you, this isn't you, no, Andrew, this isn't you, but, you know, people like Pearl, people like... Yeah, so how much have you donated?
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We don't know exactly what families are being affected.
Okay.
Because if you look into Liverpool, as soon as we know the names and then families, they will be sorted out.
Okay, well,
and
fantastic.
And we always have been in Liverpool.
Well,
it's been a couple of days, Zach. Give us a chance, lad. Give us a chance.
Okay, well, it doesn't
All your
stop
questions, Zach. I haven't donated anything, but I also haven't been on speaking about it, so don't you dare.
No, neither
don't you dare.
No one knows yet. It's still in these days, isn't it?
All right,
no one knows.
When have you seen me speaking on it? When? When have you seen me do a live about it? When?
All right, Pearl Love. I'll apologise to you. All right.
Thank you.
So, yeah, just like you'll apologise to me for bringing my dad up onto the platform.
Well, I
for
apologise
that.
There you go.
Well, that's half-assed, love. Do you know what I mean? But we expect nothing.
It's an apology. What do you want me to do?
As I was saying, whilst Mama Kaz is in there in the comments with her strong jawline.
Wow, Zach. Zach.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You're an absolute piece of work, you are.
Absolutely.
And stop
well,
saying
you know,
Liverpool.
we all are.
People speaking about that is trauma. Honestly.
Right, well, seeing as this incident happened 5 days ago, or don't quote me on it, because, you know, you lot have all, you're all full of GCSEs, but don't quote me on it. But whilst you've all seen it, and there's over how many million people on this app that we can, as a FYP host, contribute to? I haven't spoke about it once. I haven't dragged out this subject.
Neither have I.
No, hold on, pal. Just please be quiet, I beg. Thank you. The one time I beg you, please, just shut up.
No need to beg.
So
stop telling me to shut up.
Okay, well, just be quiet. So whilst there's kids getting driven under cars, you lot have found it all, you know, you've taken it upon yourselves to sit here and debate whose comments are what, whose this is what, and whose that is what, whilst you're all monetising off it, whilst at the same time pretending to give a shit and actually not raising any awareness for fuck all, like domestic violence, rape, sexual assault, racism, all of that, yeah, I'm guilty of that as well. But while you all sit there in boxes pretending like your shit don't fucking stink, what the fuck are you all doing it for? Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, fuck all. You're all fucking getting grey hairs.
Have you had too today, Jack?
Zach, this app is full of millions of people and everyone's different, my love. We don't know how different people are going to react to different things, and hopefully when the names and the
why don't you lot instead hold on.
Why are you bothered?
Some people will pay towards that.
Guys, can I just say something really quickly? I mean, listen, I get what you're saying, because I do feel people are using it for content, you know what I mean, by talking on what's happened to Liverpool, and they're using it because they have beef with people, you know, and they've kind of lost what's really kind of going on, because it's become a beef, you know, with this person and that person, you know, but there's nothing wrong. We can talk on it, do you know what I mean? Does not mean we have to donate or raise awareness or any of that, you know, because we are all you know, shocked about it, you know, is horrifying, especially, you know. Can
I just say, Angie, you know I love you, I've always got you, but at the same time, I think this app literally does, watch there be, and I'll say it, right, trigger warning, there's going to be words that some of you don't like, but there would be a terrorist attack tomorrow, and everyone would be all over it, discrediting. Then you'll have fucking certain creators pick and does that. Like honestly, the majority of people don't give a shit. It's glory hunting.
You're putting out misinformation. It wasn't. I'm not going to say the whole word.
It happened 5 days ago, but people are still talking about the same subject.
It wasn't
without any consideration. No, it wasn't a tea attack. Why? Because the media portrayed it not to be a tea attack.
It wasn't
a terror. No, it wasn't.
I'll tell you why it wasn't a tea attack. The guy was on drugs. He was on drugs. I don't know the whole situation of it, but it wasn't like a hate crime to hate crime against people in Liverpool. So that's what the attack.
I don't know whether you've seen the latest news, and listen, the latest news that just come out. The guy is a company director in Liverpool.
He's got 3 businesses.
He's an actual director of a company in Liverpool.
What would you class a T as? To me, it would be a hate crime against a certain community or person.
Well, do you know what? I don't know what was going through that guy's mind. He was obviously off his face on drugs, right? I'm not saying any excuses. What he done was fucking vile. Absolutely vulgar.
Right, so can I just quickly say one thing, because I'm going to leave because it's just going nowhere. But the mainstream media, the same with the one that happened in the mosque, they won't report it as a terrorist attack. Why? Because they're white. So have that conversation. Have that conversation.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I'm just saying what just come out in the news very recently.
Zach, I don't know if you've even read it. They've eliminated the tea attack because the guy was on rugs. Sorry, I've got to say that rugs. He was on rugs, okay? And because of that reason, he was off his head. We don't know the whole situation, but they have ruled it out. To me, tea, you know that word tea, it's a hate crime against a certain community or person. That's a tea. Now, they're not saying he has a hatred toward people from Liverpool or a certain person. That's probably why they ruled it out. If you're talking about Christchurch, that's where I'm from, New Zealand, they did class that as a tea.
No, that was disgusting.
And that was against Muslims, the mosque, okay? So that's why it was a tea, because he had a hatred towards Muslims, you know, a certain community. So that's why it's a T. Now, I don't know the ins and outs about this because they haven't revealed it all, have they? They just said he's on the run.
But apparently,
but they have ruled out T.
The first incident that the wife found out about it, because he's got a wife and 3 kids, she seen it on the news and recognised the car, the poor woman. He's one of them fellas, isn't he? He must get off his face if he wins.
Yeah. Angie, I'm going to jump down, but I just come up to say the only thing, I don't think that it's wrong for everybody like showing that they care. And like I say, I've never spoke on it once. I've never been live about it, so definitely not. But I do think it's nice that people are showing the caring side. Yeah. So that's all. Anyway, I'm going to jump down and I'm listening to you, right? Speak to you soon. Bye.
Listen, let's look up the definition of a T. Yes, let's do that. Because, you know...